Oh, guys, wait a minute. I think I see something over here. This could make the hunt. Oh my gosh, guys. Like I said, was hoping for a miracle. We just got it right there. I am really, really excited to flip this one over and see what we get. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome back to CoinQuest. In case you're unaware, CoinQuest is a series where I look through $25 boxes of pennies like this one right here, go through the rolls in the boxes and look for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill in my collection books. So these are the two collections that we've been working on filling out with these boxes of pennies. Up here you can see we have Lincoln cents from 1909 up through the present date, and over here we have Canada cents from 1920 up through the present date. Now let's take a look at what we've been able to fill out in the last 21 boxes of pennies. So in our Lincoln cents collection, we still have a ton of coins missing in this early section. As you can see, only 5 in on that page. We have a few more every page going back after that one. As you can see, when we get into the 30s and 40s, we have about half of that filled up, and then here we have almost all of the coins filled up. After that, pretty much everything has already been found, but there are plenty more American pennies that we still need to find, including the 2020 pennies, which still have not come out for us yet. Then over here in our Canadian cents collection, we'll open that up to the front, and you can see we have just about the same story there, just a few coins in on this first page. These are very difficult to find, even here in Michigan, close to the Canadian border. Flip it over to the next page, and we have about half of them filled out, and then from there on out I think we have just about every other page completely filled out, even going up to 2012, which was actually the last year that they made the Canadian pennies. So this right here is our $25 box of pennies. We're going to go through these rolls and see if we can get any more coins out that are going to be going into that collection for us today. This is what it looks like. I like these kind of boxes because you can open them up and see exactly what you have on the enders. I've already checked all of these. I don't see any crazy enders, so I'm just going to pick a roll at random here in just a second, and we're going to open up the first one live. But before we get into that, I just want to briefly explain the placemat which I'm going to be using throughout today's hunt. So as you can see, this is a coin roll hunting placemat designed specifically for hunting pennies. You have all the different types of pennies that you could find across the front of the placemat. And then flipping over to the back side of the placemat, you can see we have a score sheet which we use to rate the boxes. I also use these in our coin roll hunting competition hunts. And then on top of that, the back side also has lists for key date and low mintage coins. So if you find a coin that you're not sure about how rare it is, these will help you figure that out. This placemat is a great resource for anybody looking to get into coin roll hunting for the first time. And if you want to get one for yourself, I have them up for sale on my website at quinscoins.com, and I'll be posting links down in the description below. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into today's hunt. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be starting this one off by picking a random roll, and I guess it's not going to be super random. I am going to pick one out that I think is looking interesting. This one right here, I can't even tell what that ender is, so I think I'm going to go with this one. Let's just take this one out, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of luck with this really weird looking crusty ender. This is probably going to be a zinc coin, meaning it was dated after 1982, but still, it looks like it's going to be something interesting. I had to base it off of something, so let's see what we're going to get out of this first roll. Alright, so let's take a look at that ender first off. Yeah, this is definitely zinc. You can see that this thing has been rotted. Those zinc coins don't fare very well in the environment compared to the copper coins of the pre-1982 days. But anyways, guys, just getting into this first one now. Looking for older coins, looking for wheat pennies, those pre-1959 coins, and of course anything that could make it onto the list on the backside. But I'm not seeing anything yet, so I think that that's probably going to be it for that roll. It's a little bit hit or miss when it comes to pennies. You're obviously looking for wheat pennies, also Canadians, anything that could get into the collections. But I have hunted out quite a few coins, so whatever's left in those collections is probably going to be pretty difficult to find. So I'll just go ahead and do one more roll here live on camera, and if we can't get anything out, then I'll just turn the camera on and make sure to turn it back on when I find something good. But this roll's looking a little better already. I see a Canadian right there, so let's take a look at that one. This is probably going to be 60s or 70s, so let's go ahead and see what the date is. Nice, 1976. That's a nice copper coin right there. Definitely going to put that one to the side. I pretty much keep all Canadian coins because, like I said, they were discontinued in 2012. So it's pretty cool to find them every once in a while because you can't get them anymore. Even in Canada, you can't get the Canadian coins. You can pretty much only find them in the United States when they're mixed in with our currency. But anyways, guys, it looks like that's it for that roll as well. So I'll just go ahead and keep hunting, and I'll let you guys know when I find something good. Alrighty, guys, I'm about 5 rolls in now, and we just got our first good find, and I think this may actually be a really good find. You can take a look right here. It's going to be one of those pre-1959 coins. It's a wheat penny. And as you can see, we have a San Francisco mint mark down there below the date, which is 1953. So this could be really good. The reason for that is because most of the 1950s that I'm missing are San Francisco. I have a really hard time finding the San Francisco minted coins. Part of that is because they have lower mintages in general, but also part of that is just because I'm so far away from that San Francisco mint. All right, so here is the book. I'm just going to flip to the page where I think that 1953 San Francisco might go. It looks like we're off by just one. And let's take a look here. Oh, unfortunately, we already do have the 1953S, but as you can see, its distant cousin over here, the 1954S, and especially the 55S, that one's actually a low mintage coin. And you can see all of the rest of these are San Francisco mints. So we still need mostly San Francisco mints on this coin other than that 1954 right there, which for some reason has still not come out for us. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I was really hoping that we would need this coin, but hey, another San Francisco coin added to the collection. I am super happy with that, especially with the look of this coin. It's in really, really good shape for its age. Also, guys, I did want to show you, I found this a little bit earlier. This is a really beat up 2009. It was one of the coins that came out of the rolls, and you can see it's got that zinc rot going on as well. But hey, it's still a 2009. I like to pull these out. They do have a low mintage, and there are 4 different designs made in 2009. You can actually see all 4 of those designs right here on the placemat. So it looks like the 1953S was the only good coin in that roll. I'm not seeing anything else in the remaining coins. So with that, we're just going to go ahead and get on to the next one and see what else we can find. So guys, so far this box isn't going so great. I'm already about 15 rolls through, and I haven't found anything until just now. I just got another one of the 2009s. And that's just our second one on the box. This one does look better though, so I'm definitely happy about that. Was only able to find one other Canadian so far as well, so we're at 2 Canadian coins right there. This doesn't even really feel like a box from Michigan. There's so few Canadians here. Oh, hey, that's a pretty nice find right there. Look at that 1963. Really, really nice shine to that one. You don't typically see that on those older coins. I'll put that one aside just for the heck of it. But I don't know, maybe our luck will be turning around in the next few rolls. I'm really hoping so, because I would love to be able to get some coins out of here that we can possibly get into the collection, or at least have a few more wheat pennies than we've seen so far. But it looks like that's it for that roll, so with that being said, we'll get into the next one. Alright guys, I'm glad I said something. It looks like our luck may actually be turning around. This is the very next roll right here. The third coin in is another Canadian, which I'm definitely happy to see. We'll take a look at that one first off. So that's just a year off from the last one, 2000 right there. And then it looks like we have another wheat penny in here, which is coming out reverse up. So we're going to be able to reveal the date on this one. It looks pretty nice, pretty similar to that 1953S. Let's hope that a lot of these coins are coming out of San Francisco. Maybe we'll get one into the collection. Let's see what we got here, guys. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, it's a little bit older, and it is nice to see a 1940s coin with a mint mark. That's a 1948 Denver with a little bit of gunk on it, it looks like. So let's check the collection real quick to see if we actually still need that one. I would love to see an empty hole in the collection. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like that is going to fit into that first page, which we already determined only needs San Francisco's pretty much. That 1948D is already filled in. But hey, it's another wheat penny. It's definitely a good sign for the box. So let's just go ahead and go through the rest of this roll. Maybe we'll get the trifecta and also get a 2009 in this roll. We've already gotten the Canadian and the wheat penny. So let's see what else we can get here. I would also accept a double wheat penny roll. At this point, that would be really great to see as well. But I think that's going to be it, guys. So we'll go ahead and get on to the next one. All right, guys, I think our luck is definitely starting to turn around. In the last roll, I was able to pull out another one of those 2009s. This one looking even better than all of the last so far. And then in this roll right here, which we're currently on, the second coin in is actually a wheat penny. You can see it right there, the reverse showing. And this one actually looks like it could be older as well. If you look at it, it's very worn compared to the other two that we found so far. Some of those wheat stalks are worn in. So I'm hoping for maybe a 30s coin on this would be really nice. We still need quite a few of those 30s, even the Denver and regular mint marks. So we'll go ahead and flip this one over. Hopefully we get something in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at that, guys. 1934. Unfortunately, I think we do have the 34 Philadelphia already in the collection. But hey, a pre-1940s wheat penny on a pretty dry box, at least so far. I am super, super happy with that right there. So I will be adding that one to the pile. And let's go through the rest of this roll, see if that 1930s coin brought us any other luck. And I actually just looked at this, guys. This looks like it's going to be a 2 wheat roll right here in the middle. I'm seeing another wheat penny show up for us, and this one also coming reverse up, and this one's looking quite a bit better. This is probably going to be a 50s or 40s coin. If not, I'm going to be absolutely shocked. Let's go ahead and flip this one over here in 3, 2, 1. All right, 1955 Denver. Almost thought that was a 55S, which is a low mintage coin and definitely would have been going into the collection for us, but this one is fairly common, so we'll just be putting that one to the side. That is our first roll that has multiple wheat pennies in it though, so definitely cool to see that one come out right there. Let's see if we can get 3 wheat pennies on this one. I am seeing a 2009 right there. Just going to do a quick double check of the coins that I just pushed aside. And here's one that we haven't found yet. This is, I believe this is the Formative Years, and that's the second design in the series if we take a look at our 4 designs here on the placemat. So this one's a nice one to find. It's actually in pretty good shape as well. And let's return to the roll. We've already got 2 wheats and a 2009 on the roll so far. Definitely the best roll of the box at this point. This one looked really old, but it turns out it's not. It's just a 1968. And I think that is it. So that's definitely the best roll of the box so far. Very happy with that. It looks like we are about halfway through. We're about halfway plus 2 rolls through the box, and we're doing okay so far. I'm hoping for something a little bit older, maybe something that can go into the collection. With that being said, let's go ahead and get on to the next. So literally 10 seconds later, ripped into the next roll, and right in the middle here we see another wheat penny showing up. Reverse side up. I almost said obverse. This is the reverse of the wheat penny. Let's go ahead and flip this and see what we get, guys. 3, 2, 1. Okay, all right, 1945. Very common for sure, but definitely happy to see another wheat penny come out. Let's just, while we have the camera on, check through the rest of these real quickly. See a 62 right there. Almost made it as a wheat. Just about, I think, 4 years off. But it looks like that's it for that roll. Let's go ahead and just get into the next one. See if we can get 3 in a row that have wheat pennies. That would be the dream, definitely, on this box. So, all right, let's take a look. This one doesn't look like it has as many coppers as the last, but I think we still have a good chance because there's still quite a few in here. So let's just go through. Oh, looks like we have a 2009 right there, another Formative Years. So we'll put that to the side. This is definitely picking up right now. I don't know what happened in that first half, but things are looking a lot better right now. Definitely looking up. But I don't see any wheat pennies there, so I'll just briefly look through the rest of these, make sure we're not missing any 1960 small dates or anything like that, and we'll get on to the next. Okay, so we are on the very next roll now, and I actually see a coin that I seek out quite a bit, and I realized that I don't have this in the collection. I was looking through the collection earlier in the video and realized that I don't have this one for some reason. Right here we see what I refer to as the 1967 Canadian bird scent. This is actually a rock dove, and it's a centennial year for them, 1867 to 1967, as you can see there, the double date across the bottom. Flipping over, we see Queen Elizabeth there. This is one of the younger portraits of her from the 60s and 70s. And for some reason, like I said, we don't have this one in our Canadian collection yet. So let's go ahead and pull that out, and we'll take a look at that here. And flip to the page where we have the 1967. You can see right here it's an empty spot. Now I know I found these in the series. I just don't for some reason have it filled out. So that is going to be going into the collection today, and it says Dove Confederation across the bottom there. So that is pretty cool. We'll be putting a coin into the collection today for sure. And with that being said, I did see, I think, another Canadian up here. Let's take a quick look at what that's going to be. And I think we might have an older coin as well, so I'm going to check that out in just a second here. I think this is one of those 12-sided coins. I think these are the late 80s. So we'll put that one to the side. This one right here, if I can get this to focus, this looks like it might be older. I'm just seeing a darker pattern on it, so hopefully we have a wheat penny. Let's take a look at the date on that. Nope, it's just going to be a 1960s coin, which oftentimes will fool you as a wheat penny, so I guess that one's not going to be one for us this time. So slowing down a bit once again, it's been about 6 rolls, but we did finally just get a pretty decent roll here. Starting off right here, you can see we have a wheat penny coming out. This one's fairly common though, 1956 Denver. Really nothing too special right there, but it is good to put another one in the pile. That's actually 6 wheats on the pile so far, so definitely not as bad as I thought we would be doing with those first 15 rolls, which hardly had anything. We also have here another 1970 San Francisco. Now, if you saw earlier in the book, I do need a variety of this coin. It's actually the 1970 San Francisco small date, and I can't even remember exactly what the difference is between the large and small date at this point, but I know that I am keeping all 1970 S's so that I can look at them at a later date and try to figure out what I have. The 70S small date is really, really difficult to find. I think it's like a $20 or $30 coin, even in average to good condition. So it's definitely one that you want to keep an eye out for. And there's plenty of videos out there of people explaining the difference between the two. I know that Chad from CFA has a really good one, so I'll try to link that above here so that you guys can watch that. But I will be putting this one to the side. It's definitely something that you want to be looking out for in case you were unaware. And it looks like that's all we're going to be getting out of that one. We have about 17 more rolls to go, so I'll let you know when we find something else. Okay, guys, so here is the box. As you can see, it's empty. I'll just throw that over there. We have 5 more rolls to go through. I have a few finds to show you, but basically my strategy at this point is to just go through these rolls live and hope for a miracle. Hopefully we can find something great before the end of the episode. But I did want to show I did find this 2009 recently, and this is actually the hardest design to find. I think that means that we found all 4. Yeah, we've definitely found every single one of these in the box, so that is one good thing that it has going for it. And it also turns out that this one is a Denver, which I typically find harder to find in the rolls. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and go through these 5 rolls live and see what we're able to find. I definitely don't do long strings of rolls like this live very often, but we do have quite a bit to talk about. So I'll try to fill the time that we're looking through these rolls with a little bit of banter for you guys. So basically, I have been away for a long time making the metal detecting videos. Oh, here we go. I'll have some disruptions for finds that we get. Here's another 2009. But as you guys saw, over the past 3 months, I've been making metal detecting videos. They've all been part of my Ultimate Coin Hunt series, which I've been really having a lot of fun with. But it is kind of getting to that time where I do want to get back into coin roll hunting, even though I will probably do a mix of Ultimate Coin Hunt videos and Coin Quest / other coin roll hunting related videos. So, I have been just getting back into it, and obviously with the pandemic and then the not the Ultimate Coin Hunt, the coin shortage that we've been seeing, there have been some difficulties in sort of getting back into coin roll hunting. Now, a lot of people ask me, where do you get these boxes? I can't get a box anywhere with this whole coin shortage thing going on. The truth of the matter is I've had these boxes, either the nickel boxes that you saw earlier last week or this penny box that I'm going through right now. I've been holding on to these boxes for a very long time and just waiting for the opportunity to go through them. Now, it turns out that this is actually my last penny box, so I am trying to get more pennies right now. I do actually have a little bit of power at the bank that I go to because I have a business account there, so I have a little bit more priority there. But even they told me, I tried to get some quarters because I want to start doing some quarter hunting soon, and I wasn't able to get any quarters. They said that they can only offer $50 per business per week, so that's a bit of a bummer. I should be able to get any other type of coin that I want to. They just won't come in boxes, so I'll probably package them into boxes myself. And the other thing about that is that they're probably going to be hand-wrapped rolls, which is quite different from these machine-wrapped rolls that we've been going through recently. So let me just pour some of these off here into the quarter box. So yeah, I think it'll be an interesting change of pace for us. I don't usually do hand-wrapped rolls, so it'll be interesting to get into some of those. I know that some of them have really high potential for having collection dumps, so maybe we'll run into a whole bunch of Indian heads or something like that. And of course, on top of that, there has definitely been some strange activity at the banks with the pandemic. People have been sort of short on money, so a lot of times when that happens, or if they need extra money, they do send a lot of their coins to the bank, even if they don't know exactly what they have. So we may end up with something like that. I don't know, but it will be interesting to check it out and see for ourselves what we're able to get. All right, there's the first 1959 that I've seen out of this box. Just wanted to flip it real quick, make sure it's not a mule cent, and it is not. But I think that this is the second to last roll. I'm not seeing anything in it. This has basically been the story of the hunt. So let's pray that we get something out of this last roll, guys. Other than that, I think the best thing that we found so far is that 1934 wheat penny, which was still a really cool find, but I would have liked to get something a little bit more high grade than that. So let's see what we can get in this last roll. Come on, Indian head. It's not really looking great so far. I'm already about halfway through it. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below if you have been watching the metal detecting videos. Oh, there's another 1959 right there. Oh, guys, wait a minute. I think I see something over here. This is either going to be a young head or a King George, and this could make the hunt. Oh my gosh, guys. On the last roll in the box, are you kidding me? What is this one? Oh, that's not old. But look at that. You guys saw me open that live, right? That's a King George right there. Unbelievable. Like I said, was hoping for a miracle. We just got it right there. Now, this actually has a potential of going into the collection. These were made, I believe, from 1937 up through 1952. So this is pretty old. This is definitely old, especially for a Canadian coin, which is not even the country I'm in right now. So I am really, really excited to flip this one over and see what we get, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at that, guys. 1943 copper right there. That is awesome. So this has just been a weird string of events. As I said that, my main camera shut off from low battery, and then my phone was flashing low battery at the exact same time, so I had to plug it in. But as you can see right there, we just got a 1943 copper, not something that many people can say out of a coin roll hunt. Now, if it was American, that's the top dollar coin. That would be worth like $1.7 million or whatever the figure is that's circulating all over YouTube because of the steel war pennies that were made that year. Some of them were made in copper. Of course, this is a Canadian coin, so it's going to be quite a bit more plentiful, but still a 1943 copper King George VI right there. Did I say King George V earlier? I may have. It's been a while since I've done pennies, but this is a King George VI. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Canadian collection. I'm just super happy to be able to get this out at the end of the video nonetheless. So you can see right here we do have the 1943 copper already in the collection, but it's still just an awesome coin to find. And I can't forget that we did actually get one into the collection today, that 1967. I still haven't put it in yet, but it is going to be going right there. So guys, looking through the rest of these coins, I don't really see anything else that sticks out to me. So that is going to be the one that ends the hunt. 1943 copper, King George VI. Just an amazing coin to come out right at the end right there. I'm super happy with that. So now that we've come to the end of the hunt, it's time to take the rest of these coins, dump them into the box. And now we're going to flip over to the reverse side of the placemat. Using this score sheet, we're going to tally up all the points on this box and see how we did. All right, guys, welcome to the wrap up on today's box of pennies. We're going to start up here with the wheat cents from the 40s and 50s. As you can see, we were able to get 5 of them out at 5 points apiece. That's 25 points right there. Wheat cents from the 10s, 20s, and 30s. We got that single 1934 wheat penny. That's worth 10 points for us, so that's another 10 points. And then down here, we had a whole bunch of 2009s come out. And it looks like I'm actually missing one of them. I think I must have grouped the presidential one in there with the other 3, but I think we have 8 of them there in total, so that's going to be another 8 points for us. They're 1 point apiece. Coming down here to the Canadian score sheet, we were able to get a single King George VI, no young heads, surprisingly. I think that might be the first box with no young heads that I've ever had. It's kind of crazy. But we were able to get that King George VI right there. That's going to be worth 10 points for us. And then also that bird cent right there. That's going to be the Centennial 1967. That's going to be worth 5 points and also going into the collection. As far as other Canadian coins go, we were only able to get 6 others on today's box, as well as a 1970S, which we'll have to check for a large or small date. In total, we were able to get a total of 58 points on the box, which is pretty average. We're always looking to get at least 100 points for a really good box. 58's not too bad though, especially with a King George VI, which is definitely one of my favorite coins to find. But with that being said, that's going to pretty much do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, because we post new videos like this every single week, always bringing you along with hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quinn's Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next one.